Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. Round 2, ding ding ding. Oh my gosh, I should have just let it roll and publish the last video because it was a total debacle, but it was kind of funny. Anyway, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. For all of you who are new, thanks for subscribing and for joining the fun. And for those friends who've been around for a while, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. And today we are going to make another one-page wonder. We're not mass making. We're just going to make one because we would have mass made, except I made a mess of the last one. So we're just going to do it this way. So what are you going to need? Well, you're going to need your 12 by 12 paper, some glue, corner rounder, perhaps. Do we need this? I don't believe we do. Well, yes, if we're going to make notches, we probably do. If you decide to do that, one of these or just something that you can cut with to make a tag. And I have a hole punch and I have my embossing tool. But if you don't have an, what do you call this? Scoreboard, an embossing tool, you can simply use your ruler and the edge of your scissors. You'll want another ruler so that you can kind of measure, but that's all you need. It's that easy. Let me get my bearings here. What are we making? Well, we're going to make these. Now, in my last video, we made these. It was a debacle, but we made them. We're not going to decorate probably today, but this little guy is just a little pocket. This one I did not glue together so you could open it up and fill it with all kinds of goodies. And then I punch the holes in. So that's one option if you wanted to do that. Then this little guy, this is what I also messed up on. So there'll be a variation to this. Oh, I'm telling you, I just kept making a doozy out of it. Wowza, wowza. This is the only one that I did right. And then we'll make this little coin envelope. And that is what we're gonna do. And inside there will be only one tag, because if you do it right, you should only have one tag. But if you did it like I did, you'll end up with two, which wasn't the worst mistake ever. But if this is going to be a tutorial, well, I got to do it right. Here's another one that I did. Let me see. I put them all in there together. Okay, so we've got the coin envelope. We've got this one, which is the way that it's supposed to be. Now, you could, if you wanted, I don't have two-sided paper, but if you had two-sided paper, what I would do is maybe turn this one back and then make this a pocket and then this a pocket, and then just close it shut like that. But I didn't have two-sided paper, so I just went with this route and figured somebody can write in there, or you can embellish it and make it pretty. This one I did close up, so there's a pocket here. And then it just folds down, not all the way, but then you could, you know, make a closure, make it fun, just kind of like I did the other one. And then we have, again, the one tag and the coin envelope. And here's the final one I did. I couldn't get that to line up perfectly, but, you know, I made do with what I had. And there's our, I did not like this paper, but once I used it doing this, I loved it. Look how cute that is. So there we have it. That's what we're going to make, folks. If all goes well, let's just say a little prayer that I don't mess it up too terribly bad this time. Okay, is this one-sided or two? One-sided. It's kind of a linen-y feel. No real direction. So all we're going to do is we're going to first move all this stuff out. Now, let me think about this for a second. The first one we're going to do has the most score lines in it, but it is the easiest to do. So we're going to want two 12 by 4 1/4 inch pieces, okay? One. Ooh, that feels nice when you cut it. 4 1/4, 4 1/4. 4 1/4. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm doing well, but apparently I can't get my stuff together. Okay, so we got two of those. Set them aside. This is now 12 by 3 1/2. It should be. Yep. That's what's left over. And so we're just going to cut it at 6 inches, so we have 2 6-inch pieces. Do that, set them aside. Now, while we're doing it, let's just cut this last piece. One of these sheets needs to be cut at 10 1/4. This is another one of Sandy's tutorials, and it's an easy thing to mass make. Now I'm putting this 10 1/4 and this aside and these aside. This may be a clue as to what I did wrong last time. So let's start here. This is 12 inches by 4 1/4. So far, so good. So now we are going to, this is going to be what we're making right now is this. So really it's just folding, and you don't even have to score it. I mean, quite honestly, just fold it where you want and that's fine. But for some reason, I've decided I'm following the rules today, so I don't know. You tell me. 1 1/4. We're going to score it there. So do that. Oh my gosh, this feels like linen. 1 1/4. 1 1/4. 4 1/4. 7 1/4. I'm pausing for effect so you guys can write it down. That was, and 10. All right, let me tell you again. 1 1/4. 4 1/4. 7 1/4. And 10. All there is to it. Okay, now we've got choices to make. Again, if this were two-sided, we could do all kinds of other things, but you know, mine isn't. So the first thing I'm going to do, this is going to be our top. And so you're just folding that down. And then this one I'm folding up. And I'm punching a little notch in it. Oh my gosh, I need to get this paper out more often. I don't even know what paper pad it came from. I just grabbed it. Okay. Now, just to maybe, I do have a bone folder, but you know, that would mean me grabbing it. So we're just going to do that. And we're going to do this. Let it dry. And then I hope you guys are in screen. I think you should be. Wipe my flanges off. And I'm going to corner around the top so it looks a little more. So, if you had the double-sided paper, you could go like this. Fold this in, fold this back, make this a pocket here, glue it, and then you would have this as your pocket. But because I don't, I'm just folding and folding, and then I can adorn it whichever way I wish. I could just wrap some cute little string around it, and we're good to go. However, all right, I am going to use the bone folder for this because I am going to kind of press those down so it just stays a little bit. And that's your first project. Easy peasy. Well, I could have made it even easier on you because this 10 1/4 piece, that little edge that was off of it, I'm making it into a tag. You probably guessed. I'm kind of goofy today. Well, not that I'm not every day, but I don't know. It was probably after I spent half an hour. I just kept recording it and just talked to myself. Like, what are you doing, Angela? I'm trying to figure out where I went wrong. Goodness. Okay, so now that's probably the easiest thing. There's your tag. All right, next easiest. These two little pieces. All we're going to do is score these at, let me remember. I got to look at my template. 1 1/4, I believe. Yep, 1 1/4. That's not 1 1/4. 1 1/4. And 1 1/4. Now, here's what we're going to make. So, the first thing we want to do is, let's just get this corner rounding business out of the way. I really need to find out what paper pad this is. But it's way up there, and I have to get I'm going to fold it and fold this one. I have to get a ladder to get up there. Okay, what we are essentially making, let me just show you one more time, is we're making this so we can tie something around it and pop things in, and then this back will have a pocket. So all you have to do is set this where you want it. Actually, yes, but I'm gonna look at the back of it because I think I want to round those corners too and see where this comes together. So right there is about where I want it. I'm gonna make sure that's straight. Pop this in the center. There we go. All right, so we're gonna have a pocket right here. So now I need to flip this back over, and you're coming down about, well, it just depends on how far you want these apart. So I'm not going to give you a certain measurement. I'm just going to say to your liking, which that seems to be to my liking. Now, because I messed this up before, let's just do the right thing, Ange. Grab a paper clip and place it there so it doesn't move. While I put the glue, don't move, right here. That's all there is to it. And then smoosh it. Now we have our pocket in the back. And we can do one of two things. So on one of them, I left both of these open. On another one, I glued it shut. I think for this one, we'll just glue it. And then we have our little envelope with the tuck. These would be cute to like put it all together and stuff it full of goodies and send it off in Happy Meal, which I think is probably what Sandy does with hers. I don't know, but they're cute and they're easy. Okay. Those three are done. So now we have three pieces in our, I was going to say assemblage, which I guess it could be an assemblage of goodies. And then our last one is the one that I need to pay attention to. I don't know. I think I may have measured incorrectly, and that was my problem. I don't know. All right. So remember, we cut off, we made this, cut this down to 10 1/4. So what we need to do is we need to score in several spots, not several, but we're going to score this way first at 1 3/4. Is that right? Yeah, 1 3/4. And I believe 6. Please be right. Please be right. All right, then we're going to flip it this way. And we're going to go at a 1/2 inch on either side. Now, the easiest way to do this is just to flip it back around on either side. For me, anyway. Because I really don't want to have to do math if I don't have to, okay? So now what you have, I think you can tell, you've got this scored all the way here and here, and then you have your score line here and here. So let me get out the policy envelope, okay? So this is going to fold up like this, and then this is going to be your flap. So what we want to do is cut out, we've done these before. There we go. And I just angle it a little bit. Half the time I angle it the wrong way, so you know, there's that. There we go. So now when it comes up, these pieces will come in, which means we also need to, oh, we can keep these for something. Hang on. And there's tons of variations. Oops, I should have done that a little bit different. All right, now I do want this to look kind of like that other one. So I'm going to round everything up. So I'm just going to start by, I'm going to use a medium one. So we can get all of these corners up here. All right, and then I need to do these two. So I'm just going to fold that in half because otherwise I won't be able to reach it. Now let's see if I can do this since all right. Now you're just going to fold this in. This is heavy paper, so you do probably need something to smush it down with. And this one, what's nice here is this is kind of like a gusset. Well, it basically is a gusset. So that way you can stuff it full of all kinds of things, right? A lot more. That's a little bit, I probably could have come down to 6.5. I'm going to change my measurements and I'm just going to fold it. And I'm going to say that's 6.25. I like it like this. This one I think is a little too low. Okay, let me change that. Let me grab a pen and mark my notes. 6.25. That works better. Okay. And if you want, I haven't done this on the other ones, but I think I will. Put a little notch in there. There we go. Oh, that went flying into my hair, I think. Okay. And now we just need to glue it down. Oops. Well, it's all right. I glued too far to the top. I can wipe it off. There we go. Done. Now I gotta hold it for a second because it's not. It's kind of noisy on there. All right. She's done. Oh, the other thing I did on one of these, I think on the blue one, if you wish, let me show you. We'll do it too, but I just want you just to get a visual. So what you can do is, I don't know if you can see that, but I did one more little score in there so that I could make it like a more of a pocket to fill more things. So all you would have to do is I just came up, that was at 1 3/4, so you could just go like 1.5. And then now you've got, now it makes it like that. Kind of like a matchbook, a little bit. There you go. And just like that, we have 4 pieces of ephemera. Did. And I didn't even mess it up this time. Oh, this is what I was going to say. This we could use somewhere. Like, for example, we could make this into a belly band. Just because we got it here, we might as well. All right, let's just glue that in there. Now we have more options. You could also do it as a side belly band in the back. Even more options. We had another piece. Let's see, where could we, no, it's not straight. There we go. There we go. I like that. Let's see. Or you could use this little piece and do something with it. We're not going. Or you could do it like that. Could do that. But we're not going to do that either. Because, see, we got our pocket on the back, so we need that one. Or you could do it right here. Secret, or on the back. All right. Well, there you have it, friends. There is your, I was going to say 1 minute wonder. Certainly not 1 minute. Your 12 by 12 one sheet wonder project for today. I hope you like that. And now I'm building up my stash a little bit. It's on to probably doing some tags shortly. Until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.